welcome everybody. My name is Space Muffin. This is the Void Playground. We are joined by JD.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, we got JD. We got Mofi, who I think might be DC'd right now, but he'll join us later a little bit. And then of course we have the legend, the myth, the man, Jumpman 89. Jumpman, how you doing today?
Good. Just chilling.
So, Jumpman, everyone knows today's topic is music. This is something that we all listen to. We all listen to music. We all do. What's your favorite genre of music, Jumpman, if you don't mind me asking?
I would say it's rock, classic rock, sometimes pop, but I would say much more like rock, metal. That's for me.
Yeah, no, I that's good. JD, what about you? What do you like to listen to?
Right now I'm listening to early 2000s punk rock.
Oh wow! So like Blink 182?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pop punk is definitely something I listen to too. But yeah, Blink 182 is one of my favorites.
Oh wow!
Blink 182, Green Day.
Yep.
The classics, the ones we all grew up with.
Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was just saying a new Fall Out Boy song got added to Rock Band 4, or is about to be added to Rock Band 4 this Thursday as DLC.
Wow. Yeah. So see, now that's the thing. Like a lot of people, they grew up with karaoke, and I feel like right before high school, that's like when Guitar Hero came out, and it was just like that was crazy, And then before that, we had like DDR and things like that. I don't know. JD, what like rhythm games did you grow up playing?
Definitely Guitar Hero. Play a lot of that growing up. And then like Rock Band as well. But I didn't have the sets. I used my friends. And then like I did have I had Guitar Hero. I had a guitar for Guitar Hero. But that was for like the original PlayStation 2.
Wow.
Remember? PlayStation 2. Yeah, PlayStation 2.
What about you, Jumpman? Where did you start off in your rhythm game journey?
I think Guitar Hero 3 was the first rhythm game I got.
Oh wow!
And I actually got that on the Wii game console.
Oh my goodness! Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first Guitar Hero game I got, and I was into Guitar Hero for quite a while, more so than Rock Band. And then once Rock Band 3 came around in 2010, with like having the drums, guitar, bass, mic, and then they added keyboard into Rock Band 3. Like I made the switch over to Rock Band 3, and it's like I've been more Rock Band to Guitar Hero nowadays since.
I mean, out of all the people that I know, you probably have the most DLC of Rock Band 4. Like how much would you say that your DLC collection's worth? Or how much did you pay for all your DLC, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, each DLC song in Rock Band and Guitar Hero is like $2 a song, but they do release songs in packs at discounted rates. I don't know how much I've actually spent in Rock Band DLC, but I know I'm at somewhere like 2,000 songs in Rock Band 4 by PS5.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, and Rock Band is still releasing DLC to this day.
Yeah,
oh no,
we're gonna say.
Oh no, no. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, it's crazy like how the games have changed, right? Like it used to be kind of like, you used to have to buy you're saying the expansion packs and then the DLC and things like that. And I remember like when Rock Band 3 was huge, man. Like, in Guitar Hero 3, like those games. I remember. I was at GameStop, right? And I had ordered the they had the Gibson SG, right? Like those are still like pretty sought after to this day, And then in Rock Band 2, I think they had the Explorer, or I could be wrong. And then not Rock Band 2, Guitar Hero 2, they had the Explorer. And then I think Guitar Hero 1, they had the SG. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. But I remember like also playing. JD, did you ever play Donkey Konga?
Yes, I did. I borrowed my cousin's.
I watched a dude play like a fighting game with the Donkey Konga bongos. It was pretty crazy.
Really?
Yeah, like I mean that's like a thing. Like people will take like the Guitar Hero guitars and like play like fighting games with them and stuff. I don't know. It's interesting. It's really interesting.
Wow. Okay. Does DDR count as rhythm games as well?
It does.
Yes.
Dance Dance Revolution is like one of the original ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I used to play that all the time.
Yeah, I remember like the movie theater. You know, like okay, movies. It was movies 10 at the time. Jumpman and I grew up in the same area, but I think they had a DDR, didn't they?
I
It was
think
either 10 or 8. One of the two had DDR.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, back in the early 2000s. I think so.
Yeah, that was a staple. Yeah, did you ever get the console versions of DDR, Jumpman?
I have I've gotten a couple of games. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but there is actually an off the wall DDR game that people may not be aware of, and that Nintendo actually made a Mario DDR game.
Did they really?
Really? Did
Yeah.
they really?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
what
actually, I
system did it
have
come
the
out
game.
for?
yeah. Well, it's a Mario game, so it came out in the GameCube.
Oh, the GameCube. The
Oh.
GameCube.
Yeah,
I had the DDR mats for the PlayStation 2.
yeah.
And like my PlayStation 2 was jailbroken, so
Wow. Yeah, honestly, man, a lot of the DDR stuff that I played
There we go.
like was just at it like in arcades and things like that, you know, when my parents would give us some money or whatever. You know, I never really had
Mhm.
the console versions. When I started playing Rock Band, that's when I really kind of got into it. And I like Jumpman. You know, I'm a metal fan. You know, I like metal and rock and things like that. But I'll listen to pop and other genres as well. You know what I mean?
I don't mind listening to metal, except for the part when I'm not into screamo.
Interesting.
Screamo just gives me a headache.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
There it is.
But like any other like metal, I'm okay with metal.
Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, wow. Jumpman has
Ooh,
the
wow.
Yeah, this is. I wish I had the actual case. I don't have the case. I just have the disc. But it says
Wow.
it's called Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix, and the game is literally controlled with a DDR dance pad.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
They made
Yeah.
one for the GameCube?
Yeah, Mario.
And it's a Mario themed one, and there's an actual Mario story that goes along with it.
Is it canon or is it
Oh.
just kind of like a one-off?
It's like a one-off spin-off kind of game to the Mario series that just utilizes the DDR dance pad.
Wow. I mean, for me, it just brings back so many memories, right? Like so many memories, and I kind of want to get a DDR machine, but like I feel like I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I definitely like a Jumpman. I've been talking to Jumpman for like the past weeks about Clone Hero, you know, and things like that.
Yeah.
JD, what do you know about Clone Hero?
Sounds familiar. I don't think I played it.
Jumpman, do you want to talk to JD about Clone Hero?
Well, I know of Clone Hero. I've never played it, but basically it's just a PC version of Guitar Hero that's modded to allow
Oh,
basically
really?
any song to be playable.
Yeah, I know a lot of people stream it, and things
Yeah.
like that, and you can actually get like a MIDI, like any MIDI device, and you can connect it to Clone Hero. And I think what's interesting about that is it's like, okay, so me, like I play drums, right? I play drums and guitar, and you know, I think what really the drums, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jumpman, but really the drums, the piano, and the vocals, like they really like you actually have to. You know, there has to be some level of musicality in there, right? Like you do become, like if you play the drums, like you're actually playing the drums. You know what I mean? Like versus the guitar where you're.
Yeah, Rock Band 3 did like a pro guitar and pro drums where that is actually true.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like like I don't know, it'd be kind of fun just to get a drum set and just like actually have like a electric drum set and like really play like Clone Hero and things like that. Yeah,
I
it's
wonder why
interesting.
they stopped producing for like the new console generations.
Yeah, Jumpman, do you know anything about that? Like why they stopped?
Yes, I actually do. It's mainly because sales have been dropping on later Guitar Hero and Rock Band games because
Oh,
of what they said was oversaturation of the market. Because by the late 2000s, they were coming out with not just Guitar Hero 3, 4, 5, and 6 like every year or every other year. They were also like Guitar Hero Aerosmith, Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero Metallica. They were releasing all those games. And then they had like a Guitar Hero Smash Hits, which was basically a collection of songs from the first three Guitar Heroes remastered with the original artists and with the support of drums and mic.
Didn't they have one for the? Didn't they have like one for the game, like the for the DS or something like that?
Yes, they were having Guitar Hero games for the DS as well as Rock Band games for the DS.
I remember they had
Wow.
Guitar Hero for your Android, like back in the day. I used to play Guitar Hero a lot on my Android phone.
Wow. Yeah, that is like that's crazy to me. Like the fact that there's just so like yeah, you're right. Like it sounds like an oversaturated market where, but like doesn't
Yeah.
Harmonix control both Guitar Hero and Rock Band?
Okay, Harmonix did the first two Guitar Hero games, and I think Guitar Hero Rock the '80s was I think that was the last one that Harmonix did before Guitar Hero got sold to Activision.
Oh my
And
god!
then
Wow.
Guitar Hero 3 was the first Guitar Hero game to come out under Activision's ownership. And
Wow.
then Harmonix decided to release Rock Band to introduce drums and mic
Mm.
and to make themselves stand. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why Harmonix sold Guitar Hero to Activision, but that's what happened. Get what so Harmonix Harmonix started with Rock Band and Rock Band 2. Then Guitar Hero, under Activision's ownership, when Guitar Hero 4 came out, they introduced drums and mic as well to compete with Rock Band. And so it was just this battle between Activision and Harmonix, basically.
Who made DJ Hero? Was that Activision?
Yes, that is Activision.
Yeah, that one's kind of underrated. I know, like I was over a few weeks
It
ago,
is.
and yeah,
It is. Then Rock Band also had like Beatles Rock Band and Green Day Rock Band also on top of.
wow.
So it was just an
Yeah.
oversaturation in the market.
Yeah,
And
because nowadays what you are looking for when it comes to these type of games is basically Beat Saber is the only one existing.
Oh
Well-
yeah, Beat Saber. I forgot about that.
Beat Saber is definitely the most popular, but Rock Band 4 is still kicking. Like they're still releasing DLC to this day.
When did Rock
Well-
Band 4 come out?
Rock Band 4 came out in 2015.
Oh wow! So it's what, 6
Wow.
years old? 8
Yeah.
years old?
Okay.
Yeah, so
I can't do
now
math. I'm sorry, guys.
this is interesting. Now this is what's interesting. Guitar Hero 6 was the last game for a while, and they stopped releasing DLC for Guitar Hero 6 in 2012, I think. And then Rock Band 3, when that came out in 2010, they stopped releasing DLC for it in 2013.
Oh wow!
And then in 2015, Guitar Hero and Rock Band decided to make a comeback for the
Is Guitar Hero like live or something like that?
Guitar Hero Live and Rock Band 4. And I haven't played Guitar Hero Live, but I just had no interest in it because
Yeah, same here.
They changed too much.
Yeah.
Because all it is guitar and mic, and that's all that supports it. And it's like 2 rows of 3 buttons instead of the traditional 1 row of 5 buttons.
Can you make your own character in Rock Band 4?
Yes, that's been a thing you can do throughout all the Rock Band and Guitar Hero games, I think.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Um,
Yeah, For me, like I really stopped like rock. Yeah, I never really like. I had Rock Band 2 and Rock Band 3, then I just like kind of stopped, and then when you'd have like your parties and stuff, I'd go and play Rock Band 4, but I didn't really, I kind of just I fell out. I'll put it that way. But I don't know. It's good that they're still releasing DLC. Like I think that's what, like kind of to JD's point. Like I think longevity. I think that's what people are looking for. They don't want to have to like buy all new things or whatever for the new game.
Yeah.
If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rock Band has a much larger collection of songs that you can get. That's why I switched from Rock Band I switched from Guitar Hero to Rock Band.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and Guitar Hero Live, like they stopped supporting that like a year or two after the game came out, and
Oh,
Rock
wow.
Band 4, because Rock Band 4 is still the same as it was before. They didn't change anything except they did get rid of the keyboard. That was a bit of a disappointment for me, but I eventually got over it.
Wow. Yeah. Why do you think they got rid of the keyboard?
I think when Harmonix decided they wanted to stick to just the core gameplay in their effort to bring it back.
Oh, okay.
I think they just stuck with traditional guitar, bass, drums, and mic, and they also got rid of like the pro guitar and pro drums support that was in Rock Band 3.
It's super interesting. Like just the history. I didn't even know all this history of Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Like and all that stuff today. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So weird question. Okay. So everyone's biased. Okay. But I think the 90s had the best theme songs. Would you agree with or disagree with that, Jumpman? For cartoons.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like in the 80s, it was like you had some good stuff in the 80s, but really the 90s is when I think that we perfected theme songs, right? Like we had DuckTales, we had Tailspin, we had Darkwing Duck. That's a lot of Disney stuff. I
think DuckTales actually started in the late 80s.
Did it really?
Late 80s, early 90s, yeah. It was late 80s, early 90s.
Sorry guys, I was choking on my water.
And then I think Tailspin was like early 90s, and
yeah, that like time period, and then
yeah,
I just find it interesting, like video game music, like theme songs, and then like music. It all kind of like things change. Like you had, obviously the transition from cassette to CDs, really took off during that time period, and just it was easier, like to access music, and then of course with the rise of the internet in the late 90s or whatever, mid to late 90s, we had like file sharing and things like that. But I don't know, like what's your favorite? Let me ask you this, John, man. What's your favorite television theme song from any time period?
Oh my god, that is a really hard one. There's so many TV themes that I like that come to mind. Like I mean the DuckTales theme's iconic. Or the Inspector Gadget theme is pretty fun.
You know what? Yeah, this Inspector Gadget theme is kind of underrated. I think like a lot of people
it's like
people like because it's immediately recognizable from that first 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And even if you don't like, I didn't even really watch the Inspector Gadget TV series, but like the song, like I knew the song.
Yes.
Hey, did you watch that Inspector Gadget movie, the live action one?
I did when it came out. Yes.
What'd you think about it?
The first, man, this is. I might. I think I do have a fondness for at least the first one.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah, the second one had a different actor, didn't it, or something?
No,
I don't think so.
Like I'm like 100% sure. Let me go look it up.
Maybe.
Inspector Gadget 2.
The second one, I feel like they were trying to fit tonally to the original series a little too much.
Yeah, it was
like I kind of liked how the first one went, where it was, yes, it was silly. It had silly moments, but it took itself a little more seriously than the second one.
It was French Stewart. He played Inspector Gadget in the second one,
Okay.
and then of course Matthew Broderick was in the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one,
Oh.
I did enjoy the first one. I remember enjoying the second
Yeah.
one. The second one was kind of a meh, I think, as a kid.
Yeah,
When I
like
saw
on
it.
the thing is like and it's tough though. Like when you make a movie, like they remaster or remake or remix the soundtrack. They did that for Ghostbusters, like all of them, like specifically the later Ghostbusters movies. Like I don't know, what do you think about like okay, what was the one that came out in 2016? Ghostbusters. I think it was just called Ghostbusters, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just called Ghostbusters.
Yeah. What do you think about the soundtrack for that movie, Jumpman?
Uh, that, yeah. The soundtrack might be the only thing I kind of like about it.
That's
That
interesting.
actually might be the only thing that I sort of like about it. Yeah, I mean the Fallout Boy's version of the Ghostbusters theme was pretty good.
Yeah, I think like when it comes to movies, like a lot of them, like Hedwig's theme, from Harry Potter, like it's like iconic, and like you
Yeah.
can like listen to.
Well,
Yeah,
that's John Williams.
That's right. Yeah, John Williams. So okay, now I think I've talked to you about this before, but are you more of a John Williams fan or a Hans Zimmer fan?
John Williams for sure.
Well, yeah, John Williams he's done a lot, dude. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yes.
he's still doing
He
stuff,
is-
isn't he?
I mean, obviously he's done Star Wars. He also, I mean, and Harry Potter. He's also done Superman.
Did he do Indiana
He did-
Jones?
Yes, he did Indiana Jones,
Oh,
and he
wow.
did Superman. Da-da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-dun. Yeah, that's John Williams.
Wow.
He did the soundtrack for E.T. And he also did the soundtrack for Home Alone.
Did he really?
Yeah, Home Alone.
I
Yep.
feel like we're never gonna have like another John Williams. You know what I mean? Like we're not
No.
gonna have someone that has made so many iconic,
Yes.
so much iconic stuff. You know what I mean?
He
Yeah,
better
he's
start
done Jurassic
training-
Park as well.
Yeah, it's like they're so immediately recognizable. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, I like Hans Zimmer. I like Hans Zimmer too. I like Danny Elfman's really good.
Yeah.
I think he's really good, but it's just they don't quite strike the John Williams. I think like people who aren't even like fans of like Star Wars would immediately recognize, or whatever. Like if they're fans like Indiana Jones, like I think people like it's just like ingrained in our culture almost.
Oh, here's a little interesting factoid involving the music and John Williams. With the 20th Century Fox logo, the music on that logo,
Yeah.
that was originally composed by John Williams as well, and it was first used for the very first Star Wars movie.
That's the first time it was used?
Yes, and it's in the same key signature as the Star Wars theme.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Because it was intended to be an interlude to the opening of Star Wars.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh,
Interesting factoid.
okay.
That is mind-boggling.
Yeah,
Interesting.
20th Century Fox wanted John Williams to compose a theme for their 20th Century Fox logo before Star Wars.
So you're telling me that if it weren't for Star Wars, we wouldn't have that 20th Century Fox like
Yes.
That's
At least
crazy.
not what you hear when you see the 20th Century Fox logo. Although now it's called 20th Century
Interesting.
Studios because Disney bought it all out.
Wow.
True.
Speaking of crazy soundtracks, Disney is like, I really speaking of the 90s, the Disney Renaissance. I mean, obviously, yes, that started with Little Mermaid in 1989, but like, what is your favorite Disney Renaissance soundtrack?
The Disney Renaissance soundtrack. Okay, so from the 90s.
I'm narrowing it down, yeah, for us.
Yeah, okay. I mean the Lion King maybe.
Oh,
I mean, The Lion King is really good. No question about it.
Well, let me think about it a little more.
So for me, I would actually say Hercules.
Hercules
Interesting.
has "Go the Distance." That's a really good song.
That's
but
a good song too.
But Hercules also has just like that like the whole okay, just listen to the whole soundtrack and it goes so well together. Like Little Mermaid, I was listening to the Little Mermaid soundtrack. It's really good. You know, the songs that like you remember, but it also has a lot of songs that are just there. You know what I mean?
Actually, you know what? I kind of thinking maybe Tarzan might be my favorite. Actually,
Oh,
Phil
yeah, Phil
Collins.
Collins. Yeah, he did that
Tarzan's
one,
also a
right?
good one.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Phil Collins.
Tarzan was really good, dude. Tarzan was
It-
really good.
Tarzan was really
Yeah,
good.
Wow.
yeah. And Phil Collins also did Brother Bear as well, the soundtrack for that, and which that's a really good soundtrack too. But that's after the Renaissance.
Yeah.
So, wow. Yeah, Lion King like has so many iconic songs that
Well,
I mean it's Lion King, you know, it's
yeah, that's Elton John for you.
Mhm.
yeah, wow. Oh, did he do the whole soundtrack?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Oh, really? Wow.
yeah.
Huh.
Elton John provided the soundtrack for Lion King. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, look, we have a lot of good soundtracks today, you know, and even during the okay, what do we call it? What's the period in between the Disney Renaissance and the second Disney Renaissance? Like
I don't know if
Dinosaur, Lilo and Stitch.
I don't know if there is a name for it.
I don't think there's a name.
There's got to be a name. Hold on.
There definitely is. I mean,
So for
they,
those of you
I
guys
mean,
who, for the audience out there that don't know what the Disney Renaissance is, it's from 1989 to 1999,
yes,
and it comprises of movies like The Little Mermaid, The Rescuers, The Rescuers,
Rescuers
Beauty and
Down
the
Under.
Beast. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Rescuers going
not
under.
not the original Rescuers.
Yeah, the Rescuers
Oh.
Down Under. Yeah.
Down Under. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan.
Okay, so it's called the post-Renaissance era, from 1999 to 2009,
Oh, okay.
and that has
Yeah.
Fantasia 2000. Which, speaking of amazing soundtracks, I think both Fantasia movies
Oh my god.
Yeah,
are really good.
yeah.
But in my opinion, I mean, because you have Fantasia 2000, Dinosaur, Emperor's New Groove, Atlantis, Treasure Planet, Brother Bear, Home on the Range,
Lilo
Chicken
and Stitch.
Little. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch, Meet the
Treasure
Robinsons,
Planet is
Bolt.
so underrated.
Yes, it is.
So the thing is, like, Lilo and Stitch had an interesting soundtrack, but I don't think the music was quite as good during this time period. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. See, I grew up in a weird time. Like, I watched a lot of the Renaissance movies, but I was also
Atlantis. That's
yeah, Atlantis
Milo.
was good.
Wait, you got autographed?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
I met the voice of the Doctor Sweet.
Did you really?
Yeah, from Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Yeah,
Oh my
Wow.
god.
I actually just met him last month.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. Phil Morris, that does voice Doctor Sweet, in that movie. Like, he was cool.
So some people consider The Princess and the Frog to be part of the revival era.
Yes. Well-
What year did that come out?
No.
2009.
The borderline, really.
Yeah, it's borderline.
The Princess and the
Tangled
Frog. I watched the movie. It was really good. That was a really good movie, actually.
Yeah, Tangled is definitely the true start of the second Renaissance. That's what I think.
True. No.
Yeah, I think that's what 2010. I kind of want to say 2010 to 2020. I feel like the second Renaissance may have ended when the pandemic began.
We are
Unfortunately.
entering like a new era, I would argue, of Disney movies.
Yeah, because I've been keeping an eye on like the box office performances currently, and it's like Disney is not doing well, and that might be in part because of the pandemic, but it's kind
Also, they also launched Disney Plus too, so that at that moment,
Yeah.
everybody just stay home and streamed.
So, like, I like the Frozen soundtrack was really good.
I hate Frozen.
Do you really?
I hate it so bad. I hate it so much.
What do you hate about Frozen? I'm just curious.
The non-stop listening to Let It Go on repeat hundreds of thousands of times.
So let's talk about Let It Go, and I mean that song. Okay, so I watched Frozen in theaters like upon release. I mean, I think 2021 when that movie came out. Maybe a little bit younger, somewhere around there. 19. No, I was definitely 20 or 21. But I remember just thinking like, wow, this is really good. You know what I mean? I didn't, I mean, obviously it's the most popular song of the movie, but I don't know. I felt like Frozen 2's soundtrack wasn't as good as Frozen 1's soundtrack. That's just my opinion, though.
For me,
Yeah.
Frozen, I don't like it because I kept hearing those songs on repeat over and over again.
Oh, wow.
It's like listening to Baby Shark for the 10,000th time for today,
Yeah. What'd you guys think about the Wreck-It Ralph soundtrack?
Okay. I liked the and Ralph Breaks the Internet. I really liked Penelope's musical number. That was hilarious. I thought.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, there wasn't really a soundtrack, I would say, for Wreck-It Ralph per se. But I guess there kind of is. I know Owl City did a song for the movie, which was played during the credits.
Yeah, wow. I just feel like soundtracks today, I don't know, it could just be me. They're not as memorable. I could just be wrong. I don't know.
Well, Wreck-It Ralph may not be the best example.
I mean, just in general, like Moana, like had a decent soundtrack, but like I don't really remember. It could be because I'm an adult, but I don't know. And maybe I'm not the target audience, but
what can I say except you're welcome?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
that's right.
That one. Yeah, Moana was good. I need to watch that movie again. I watched it. I don't know. How do you feel about the new? Okay, so Rogue One. I think that was the first Star Wars movie to not feature John Williams. Is that right? I could be wrong.
Maybe.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Okay, so Rogue One, the soundtrack. It was by, I can't even pronounce this guy's name, Michael Giacchino.
Oh, guy. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't really pronounce that name either, but I know who you're talking about. He's done the soundtrack for a few of the Star Trek films.
Oh, has he really?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
from like 90s. I have to look it up. I think he did Star Trek First Contact and Star Trek Insurrection.
I'm seeing. Let's take a peek.
Yeah, I'll look at it. I know he's done some Star Trek films.
Wow.
He's done at least one or two.
A lot of stuff. He's done like a lot of short stuff, and then he's done some theme park attractions.
Do you know another person that's also up there?
Oh, he's Doctor Strange. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Star Trek Beyond. And Into Darkness and
so he did track
and Star Trek. He did all the J.J. Abrams ones.
Oh,
yeah, that doesn't surprise me too much.
And then he did Mission Impossible 3. But I don't know. How'd you feel about Rogue One? How'd you feel about that soundtrack?
Rogue. I don't know. It's okay. I don't know if I have much of an opinion. I don't know if I'd say it's too memorable. Rogue One was actually a pretty decent movie, though. I just know that.
Yeah, it was good. Did you did you guys watch Andor? I think I might have asked JD that in the previous episode. I'm just curious.
I did not start Andor yet. I need to start it.
You need to watch Andor. It's really good.
I also need to watch season 3 of Mandalorian.
You got to watch. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, it's happening.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of season 3 of Mandalorian right now. It is totally different from the first 2 seasons, I would say.
Yeah.
Really?
Mofi, are you here?
Different.
Oh yeah, I am. Just check your DMs.
No, I saw it. Is everything okay, man?
Oh yeah, yeah. We can get in that later.
Okay. Let me know if you need anything. If you need to go, let us know. Okay, man.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Mofi, what is your favorite soundtrack in a movie? I'm just curious.
Oh, that's a good one. I thought Interstellar was pretty good.
Okay, guys, you're gonna hate me. That's Hans Zimmer, right? I think Interstellar.
Yeah.
I have not seen Interstellar.
You have not seen
I'm
it.
sorry. I've seen like so many other Christopher Nolan movies, but I just haven't seen Interstellar.
Interstellar it's good.
I'll have to check it out. So
It's a long movie though.
It's really
But it's good.
long.
yeah,
it's good.
well, I'm used to watching long movies.
Yeah. It's a little trippy towards the end. Not as trippy as like 2001 Space Odyssey, but you kind of get those vibes, I think.
So speaking of 2001: Space Odyssey, like Stanley Kubrick, also like soundtracks for his movies are like really like kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Just in general.
Yeah. I don't know if I've seen any other of his films beyond 2001 Space Odyssey.
Oh wow. Okay, so moving on to video games.
You know,
I-
hold on. You know who's up there with John Williams?
Who?
In my opinion, Joe Hazashi.
What has he done?
Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle, Kiki's Delivery Service, Spirited Away.
Oh yeah,
Princess
those
Line,
are good.
okay.
Those anime films? Or those Spirited Away is a
Studio
anime?
Ghibli.
Or...
Yeah, they're good. They're definitely good. So John, man, real quick, iconic video game soundtracks off the top of your head. I mean, obviously we have Mario, right? Obviously we have Tetris, right?
Iconic video game soundtrack. All right, tell me like my favorite video game soundtrack.
Okay,
Is that what you're asking me?
let's break it up by eras. The NES era.
I
So
mean,
that's like the third.
I kind of want to go with Mario. I'm just a huge Mario fan, so
Yeah,
but,
wow. Yeah, I think Mario definitely like during that whole time period set the bar for video game soundtracks.
set the bar for a lot of stuff.
It did. It definitely did set the bar for a lot of stuff.
As far as video games and the industry as a whole.
Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt's really good.
Mhm.
You know, Spy Hunter actually from that time period has a really good.
Ooh.
I guess that's just the Peter Gunn theme, but still.
I feel like Zelda, like Ocarina of Time, has a pretty recognizable soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
From the 5th generation of gaming, actually I like DK64. I mean, obviously like Final Fantasy, you know, like the Final Fantasy like 7, you know, and Final Fantasy 8.
Yeah.
But really, like as far as distinct, like I don't know, like the 5th generation for me, I don't know. It's like I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I guess Zelda. Really, Nintendo just kind of ruled. Really, up until. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo just kind of ruled that whole time period.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, obviously Halo. You know, when that game came out, you know, for the Xbox, I think the soundtrack is pretty memorable.
I actually have a revision to my like movie soundtrack answer.
I'm listening, Mofi.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's a good soundtrack.
They were classics. That's what I liked.
Yeah, no, they were definitely good. That was definitely like a memorable soundtrack. It had like a distinct vibe to it.
Yeah, I feel like that soundtrack kind of made the movie.
It's
Yeah, that's true.
It's actually it actually became the Guardians of the Galaxy movie soundtrack became one of the fastest selling movie soundtracks of all time, actually, or it became the fastest selling movie soundtrack of all time.
Wow.
And the previous record holder for that was actually the Breakfast Club soundtrack.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's so random. I barely
Yeah,
remember the
Breakfast
Breakfast Club soundtrack.
Yeah, that's a pretty good soundtrack too.
Yeah. Yeah, the 80s had a lot of good soundtracks.
Yeah. Okay. There's another rhythm game I kind of want to bring up from the 90s. This is another oddball one, but it was popular back in the 90s. Does anyone remember Parappa the Rapper?
Oh, yes. Parappa the Rapper.
Ooh.
And then didn't they make a second one for the PlayStation 2?
Yes, they did.
That was
Oh my
actually a
God.
really, really underrated game. Those games are really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did they have one for the PSP as well?
I don't
I remember.
I don't
so.
know.
know. I'm not sure on that one.
Hmm.
I just know of the first game and the second game for the PS2, and I don't know.
Yeah, I remember like the Doom soundtrack is also really good. Like with the first Doom, even the newer Doom games, they're really good. They just kind of get you pumped. JD, soundtrack or song, you could even say that, just gets you pumped up.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
Rocky
many good
4.
ones.
I'm like
Yep.
going through my Spotify stuff right now.
I can't believe we didn't mention Rocky in this whole time. Yeah, Rocky.
Oh, Rocky was. Oh God, classic Rocky.
Dude, it's all about Rocky 4, dude. Like, I need to... see, here, okay, I haven't seen Rocky 4 all the way through. I've only seen parts of Rocky 4. I've seen Rocky 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I've seen Rocky 6.
Yeah. You said soundtracks get you pumped up, and my mind went to Rocky 4.
Oh God, I forgot about Rocky. Okay,
Yeah.
like how pumped up? Like what version of pumped up are we talking about?
I just pumped. You're pumped up, man. You're ready to go.
Pumped up, like ready for the club, or ready to
You're
go.
just
get
ready
back
to go.
work, Or
Gotta get specifics here, Muffin.
oh,
Yeah, wow. Okay, so you know what I find interesting?
I have to say, DDR, DJ Sammy, Heaven.
Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to listen to that one at some point. Yeah, I find it interesting that like Mortal Kombat, like the movie soundtrack is almost more iconic than the game soundtrack. I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many good ones.
Oh, I'm surprised we haven't talked about any Disney movies in this too.
Oh no, we did.
Oh,
Mofi, you
okay.
came in late, brother. You came in late.
I mean, have you guys ever watched Brother Bear?
I have yet to see Brother
I
Bear.
have.
It's that has a good soundtrack. Great Spirits
Yeah,
by Tina Turner.
Yeah.
I did. The soundtrack is Phil Collins.
Yeah,
in
Joe
Brother
Man did
Bear.
mention that.
Yes, I mentioned Brother Bear. Yeah, well, because I was talking about the Tarzan movie soundtrack. Phil Collins did that, and then he also did Brother Bear.
Tell everybody I'm
Okay,
on my way.
crazy thing. I think Power Rangers, like in general, has good theme songs. Like
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
even if you're not a Power Rangers fan, like
Yeah.
Power Rangers Lost Galaxy has a really great theme. Like Lightspeed
Oh,
Rescue.
God.
I kind of think like Go Go Power Rangers is pretty iconic.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
yes.
the Mighty Morphin theme is pretty iconic.
Mm.
Obviously, Pokemon. I think that's
Yeah,
another
I was about
one.
to say that.
I think that's like another one where like the anime theme is more iconic than the video game theme.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
I think that's kind of interesting. Yeah,
Oh, did you hear
just a lot of stuff from that time. Dragon Ball.
Power Rangers?
Kirby anime.
Oh, yep,
It's
yeah.
Oh,
Kirby, right back at you.
Good old Kirby, man.
Speaking of
Wasn't there
Power
one?
Rangers-
Like I think okay, there was. Was there only one Kirby show? I don't remember. Or-
I think there was. I think that was it. It was just
Okay,
the
then
one
that's,
Kirby.
yeah, that's the
anime.
one I'm thinking
I'm-
of.
I know it's not nearly as popular as Pokemon, but kind of thinking maybe the theme might be a little more memorable than the music. Or no, I guess maybe not. I don't know.
I think
I guess it's pretty.
I think Digimon also has a really great theme song. Speaking of Mon,
Oh, Digimon also, yes, Digimon.
yeah, Digimon slapped pretty hard. SWAT Cats, if anyone hasn't listened to that theme song, season 1 and 2 are really good. Wow, this is bringing me back.
Hmm. Speaking of Power Rangers, guys, do you guys hear the news?
What's going on with Power Rangers?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunites the original gang.
You know, it's not going to be the same without Jason David Frank, and so it's going to be one of those situations where
So they're revamping the whole entire series again, and like it looks weird.
look, part of the fun of Power Rangers is the campiness and the practical effects. You know, it's like, you know what I mean? Like that's part of the fun, you know.
I think the fun in Power Rangers is like that it kind of looks cheap and the storyline's a little corny in my opinion, but I think that makes it a good movie.
I think that being sincere, you know, I think like that's like, and then also I think you can be sincere and campy. You know what I mean? Like look at like I don't know, like there's a lot of sincere campy movies, but
I think I just offended like half the people in the call when I said that.
No, it's all good,
No.
dude. No, it is campy. It is cheesy.
I mean, we all wanted to be Power Rangers when we were little kids, so
dude, it was all about the Dragon Zord.
oh god, not the Dragon Zord.
Dude, like honestly, Turbo. Like if you haven't listened to the Turbo theme song, it's incredible.
Turbo, oh my god, Turbo is nice.
A movie?
Just the theme song.
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't really. I mean, I kind of stopped watching Power Rangers around Turbo. Power Rangers Turbo Go. Wow.
I stopped watching after what is it? RPM, and then I rewatched it again as Dino Charge and Ninja Steel came out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a hard time getting into it again. Wow. Yeah. That was tough. That was tough for me.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason why I watched Dino Charge and Ninja Steel was because two actors that like I know that are in the show, so I support.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
follow
That's
them.
epic. That's really
Well,
cool.
I don't know them. They don't know me personally. You know, I follow them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got you. I see what you're saying.
Like they have a YouTube channel, and I follow the YouTube channel.
Yeah, Power Rangers. Yeah, they definitely go pretty hard on the theme songs.
What about greatest YouTuber intros? That's a
Maximilian, dude, has a really good intro.
Epic Rap Battles of History.
Oh yeah, Epic Rap Battles of History, just in general, like has good stuff.
That is,
Yeah, they're hilarious.
they are.
It's crazy. I remember when the first one came out. You know, as Chuck Norris versus Abraham Lincoln. I think that was the first one. I could be wrong.
No, it was Hitler versus Vader.
Yeah,
was that the first one?
That was the first one.
I'm thinking that's like I'm thinking of
sure
all
that was
like
first
season 1. I'm thinking so Hitler versus like what was Chuck Norris? That was like the third one or the second one?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I've seen every one of them. I know I've seen every one of them.
Because there's Bill O'Reilly versus I think John Lennon. I could be wrong.
The amount of edits I've seen with the intro to Hitler versus Darth Vader with Kanye West is like inconceivable. There are so many people who made an edit where the intro is like you just have to watch it to see.
I like Albert Einstein versus Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, that
That's a
was
good
really
one.
good. Honestly,
That was a good one.
I actually really like the Luke versus Harry Potter. I actually really like that.
Yes,
one. That was really it was just good. It was just really good.
they did a Lego form of that.
Just like the amount of work that they put into that, you know.
Yeah.
I find it interesting, like the history of like most watched like YouTube videos and songs. Like obviously Gangnam Style when that came out, like that's all that was playing, and then and then like
Baby
you had
Shark.
Despacito. What's the new one? Baby Shark? Is that one? Good old
It's
Baby
all
Shark.
if you look at it now, it's like half of the the videos in like the top 20 are just kids videos
That's crazy.
because the kids just watch it on repeat.
over and over and over. Yeah.
I remember.
You guys remember Crazy Frog?
Yeah,
Oh
do you
my
remember?
God, that's my childhood.
Oh my god!
Do you remember? What's the one? The dancing banana.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
That was a. That's old, dude. That was like a classic,
Yeah.
dude.
That was classic.
Wow.
That was on Family Guy, right? I remember
Yes.
it was on Family Guy.
And then
Yeah,
raining
I was
cats and
about to say
dogs.
something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was on. Yeah, definitely on a Family Guy episode, but I think it started from Newgrounds. I could be
Yeah.
wrong though. I could be
God.
completely wrong. But like, yeah, like the dancing banana, and then I find it interesting that like oldies is still like the 50s and 60s. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's like when
Oh.
oldies were oldies, like what were oldies? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's interesting.
Well, I know one oldie song Family Guy brought back was "The Bird Is the Word."
Yeah, they did. They
Oh,
did bring that
they
back.
did.
That was an interesting episode, to be honest. But that's about when I stopped watching Family Guy. Actually, about that time.
Remember He-Man?
Which one?
He-Man?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Masters of the
uh,
Universe was good. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the newer Masters of the Universe stuff.
Oh.
I mean, I was never like a huge fan of Masters of the Universe, but you know, I actually really like the Powerpuff Girls theme song. That was good.
SpongeBob SquarePants theme song.
SpongeBob, yeah, that's definitely iconic.
It's iconic. I don't know if I'd say it's good.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not.
think
It's not like.
it's iconic.
I would say
It's
like
definitely
from
iconic.
that time period. I like the Fairly Odd Parents, like a lot of the stuff in the
Yes.
Fairly Odd
Oh,
Parents.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, the
Oh,
one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's
Which one's
that's
that?
an
Yeah.
earworm. That's definitely an earworm.
And then there's the Barbie theme song.
Yeah, Barbie's.
no.
Well, okay, so there's like it's not really the theme song, but like I think you're thinking of like the Aqua song.
Yeah,
Barbie.
no. There was I remember it. It was like it was like on the advertisements on TV. They were saying like Barbie says. There was this one song you just heard it once, and the entire day you were just tortured by it. I
Wow.
can't remember what it was,
Wow.
but I don't want to even find out because I probably won't be able to sleep tonight. But
The Danny Phantom theme song, I think,
Oh,
is
Danny Phantom.
probably
Jimmy Neutron.
yeah. Jimmy Neutron was
Yes.
really good. Didn't Fall Out
Yeah.
Boy do a song from Jimmy Neutron as well?
No, Bowling for Soup.
Oh,
That's the
Bowling
name
for
of the
Soup.
punk
That's
band.
what I'm thinking of. Like,
Bowling
I don't
for
know
Soup did the theme song for Jimmy Neutron, and later on they did another theme song for Disney, which is Phineas and Ferb.
Oh wow, interesting.
Oh, true.
So they've done Nickelodeon and Disney. Wow.
Hey,
And
because
they
you know
also did the song. They also did a song for Sonic Unleashed,
Wow.
Oh,
Endless
wow.
Possibilities.
Sonic.
Oh.
Yeah, Sonic has a lot of good music. Honestly.
Sonic X anime.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Gotta go fast.
I just think that, you know, it's just interesting, like how a lot of people don't think about music. Like when I'm watching a Marvel movie or when I'm watching, like I'm not thinking about the music, but the music's like playing. You know what I mean?
Unless it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. Hey, you know what was a really good theme song? I actually really like the music for the Batman. It just kind of fit the movie really well.
No,
It's just
no,
ominous.
the Adam West Batman. No, 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 Batman.
Yeah, so I feel like Batman has been one of the few superhero movies that has had iconic theme songs throughout every like period. of
Superman
time.
has a very iconic theme song.
Yeah.
okay,
but,
I think I have the most iconic theme song.
I'm listening, Muffy.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, that one does. That one is pretty good. Like,
I listened to it once.
there's a mashup of Notorious B.I.G. and Thomas the Tank Engine. It's actually really good. But it was like saying that like the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song basically goes with like anything, like any rap song.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
no, dude. It's like a whole genre. It's like Thomas the Tank.
I've
Engine
not heard of
raps.
this.
Yeah, no, dude. They do one with Eminem. They do one with like,
There's
Tupac.
Yeah, there's the Krusty Krab Trap remix.
That
That
one,
I've heard.
yeah. I was saying something. I lost my train of thought, Mofi. I forgot what it was.
Batman theme songs.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Superman, like, I mean, no offense to Man of Steel. Man of Steel does not have an icon. I love Henry Cavill as Superman, but the soundtrack to me is not as iconic as the Christopher Reeves ones. I just think Batman, like, Spider-Man hasn't had, like, crazy iconic theme songs. Like, Iron Man hasn't.
Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Man can.
And that's it. That's really it. Like, what else is
there? The only
there?
thing I hear is the Spider Pig.
Spider Pig
from the Simpsons movie.
Yes. Simpsons theme is iconic.
Yes, The Simpsons is good.
Simpsons.
The Simpsons is really good. Yeah, a lot of stuff that came out during that time has really just. But thinking that's what they do. They pay people to come up with these crazy like theme songs that are going to be recognizable throughout the history of like the world.
Speaking of which, do you guys watch any like Disney original shows?
Disney original shows?
Bunked. Yeah. Are you talking about Disney Channel original movies? Disney
Original
Channel
shows like Lizzie McGuire, Even Stevens.
I watched
I watched a couple of that.
I can't remember I can't recall the name. iCarly. Yeah.
There's one with Lindsay Lohan.
I like iCarly.
There's one with Lindsay Lohan a Get a Clue. That has a really good song.
Get a Clue, yeah. Get a Clue was also a good movie. Wizards of Waverly Place.
iCarly was like the last thing by Dan Schneider that I watched all the way through that I actually really enjoyed.
Yeah, I never watched iCarly. I never watched a lot of the live action stuff.
Well, yeah, Dan Schneider did a lot of good stuff for Nickelodeon back in the late 90s and 2000s because he started with all that.
Wow.
And then he did Drake and Josh, and he's also done Zoe 101.
Good old Zoe 101.
Speaking of Nickelodeon, I was like a massive fan of SpongeBob when I was a kid. I actually Muffin, I'm sure you know, they used to make animated movies with like drawings.
Yeah.
I have an original SpongeBob. I can't remember what they're called, but I have the original drawing, and it's the image of SpongeBob standing with the stand saying "Bubbles 25 cents."
That's got to be worth a lot of money.
I'm sure it is.
Wow.
Make sure you don't lose.
You're like, Muffin, that's your first thought is money? No, I think I'd probably definitely be Mr. Krabs if I were a SpongeBob character.
Maybe.
That is crazy, Mofi, that you have that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, Disney Channel shows. I know JD, you were talking about. Then we switched over to Nickelodeon somehow. Because, but I watched a fair amount of Disney Channel shows too. Live action. I would say Sweet Life Zack and Cody. That was something I really enjoyed.
Yeah, Sweet Life Zack and Cody was also a good one.
Yeah. I mean, I remember Phil of the Future.
I remember the show. I don't remember watching it though.
They're called cells. That's what they're called.
Cells.
The way they used to hand draw cartoons.
Oh yeah, they're called cells.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just feel like today. It could just be me. Like, okay, Mofi, you can probably speak on this, but like, I feel like today. I don't know. There's probably some really great theme songs out there that I just haven't heard. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. It's like when you grow up with something, but some stuff is just good. Like, even if like I don't know, it's just
everything is like social media and the way we consume media has been shortened so much with TikTok, YouTube Shorts that now like people only recognize like 30 seconds of one song. If you played the rest of them, they would not. They would not know, but you play that 30 seconds and boom, comes right to mind. And so many songs have blown up that way, but like only that 30 seconds of the song. So Spotify plays aren't going up, Apple Music plays just the 30 seconds on TikTok, and they don't get any revenue from that. So
no, not at all.
It's mostly just like the main theme, like the main like
the chorus
point of the chorus, the chorus of the song.
Yeah. Wow.
Kind of sad, if I'm going to be honest.
Well, I think that, like, also the way we listen to music, and Mofi, like when I was a kid, you had to you either had to bring CDs with you. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Like that was, or you had to listen to the radio. Like there wasn't. I mean, I guess the iPod had just that was really starting to become a thing. You know, iPods.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when we wanted a song to be a ringtone? We had to record it on the radio.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
yeah.
I have an experience with that. I was trying to get a song and I had to download it on the iTunes store, and I still don't know to this day how to get it as my ringtone. But
Look, honestly, guys. There's a commitment. You had to make a commitment. I don't know. It's like you go. I'm taking this CD with me. I'm taking this with me, and now you just listen to whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can stream whatever you want.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we gained something, but we lost something. So I don't know. But anyways, guys, it's been an hour. This has been a pretty fun podcast, I would say. Jumpman, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it was good. Yeah,
Yeah.
we covered a lot of different music stuff. I thought we were just going to be talking music video games, but we kind of branched out to all kinds of theme songs, to video games, to TV shows and movies, best
Yeah.
soundtracks of covered a lot of ground music wise involving TV and movies and video games, I think.
Yeah, so guys, thank you guys so much. JD, thank you. Mofi, Jumpman, thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who's listening and or watching. If you want to support us, go to thevoid.gg/shop. Obviously, other relevant links are going to be in the descriptions of the YouTube video and things like that. And until next time, guys, you guys have a good one.
oh hey,
Bye-bye.
before we leave, are we on Apple Music yet?
We're on
Apple
Apple Podcasts, yes.
Yeah, we're on Apple Podcasts.
Okay,
yeah.
W.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and are we on Google?
Yes, we're on Google Podcasts too.
Oh, beautiful. Cool. And then, of course, you can catch us on YouTube. All right, guys, you take it easy.
What?
The Void
Yeah,
Playground.
All right.
Oh, nothing good. Yep, we're all good.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.